Chapter 2, Mishnah 6. The two communal shalamim lambs brought on Shavuos are brought along with 2 loaves of bread, known as shtei halechem. The shtei halechem must be waved together with the 2 lambs. See Vayikra chapter 23, verse 20, and Menachos chapter 4, verse Mishnah 3. When the lambs are slaughtered, the shtei halechem become linked to the lamb offering in that the 4 steps of the blood service of the lambs relate to the loaves as well. Thus, just as Zerika permits the Kohanim to eat the lamb's meat, it allows the Kohanim to eat the shtei halechem. By the same token, if the blood service is done improperly and the lambs become disqualified, the shtei halechem become disqualified as well. The shtei halechem are subject to me'ilah from when they, i.e. the flour used for the breads, are consecrated, by saying this is consecrated for the shtei halechem. Once they develop a crust in the oven, they receive a higher level of sanctity and become capable of being disqualified through contact with a tevel yom or a mechusar kippurim. In addition, at that time they become fit to have the shalamim offering slaughtered on account of them. Since the lamb offering is linked to the shtei halechem, the lambs may not be slaughtered until the shtei halechem have a crust and are thus considered bread. After the blood of the 2 lambs is thrown on the mizbeach, one can become liable to kares for the transgression of pigel, nosar, or tameh by eating the shtei halechem in a situation where one of those laws applies, since the lambs are linked to the breads. Thus, if, for example, during shechita of the lambs, the Kohen had in mind to eat its meat after the required time, the shtei halechem, as well as the meat and emurin, will become pigel. In such a situation, if he eats the shtei halechem after zerika of the lamb's blood, he is liable to kares. Or, in the case of a non-pigel offering, if a person eats the shtei halechem after the required time, he will be liable to kares for eating nosar. And a person who eats the shtei halechem while he is tameh is liable to kares. In all of these cases, he is liable to kares only if he eats the shtei halechem after the blood service of the lambs is completed with zerika. In addition, at that time, the shtei halechem are no longer subject to me'ilah. Just as zerika permits the meat of the lambs to be eaten by the kohanim and thus removes it from me'ilah, since the meat is no longer in the category of the holies of Hashem, so too zerika permits the shtei halechem to be eaten by the kohanim and removes them from me'ilah.